Hello friends, in this video I will be discussing with you about the strings. So what are strings? Strings are basically the collection of characters, or let's say letters. Okay, so the collection of letters and character is what we call as a string. So if we group the letters, then what we can do? We can make meaningful words out of them. So let's take one example. So this is the name of a person. This is the name of an engineering discipline, and this is a sentence. They all are string. So by using string, by collecting the characters or letters, we can make meaningful words, and those words are what we call as a string. But the problem with C language is that we do not have any specific data type for a string. So this is the downside of it. So then a question arises. Will we be in a position to write strings in C programming? Then in terms of data type, not, but yes, we can do it with the help of arrays. So in C, the string is normally defined with the help of an array which is terminated by null character. So null character terminated array is what we call as string in C. So let me write this. This is null character terminated array is what we call as a string when it comes to C programming. So if we are having a string of if we are having an array of character, and that array is terminated with a null character. So what is a null character? This is not O, this is 0. So backslash 0 is what we call as null character. This is sometimes also called as string delimiter, or we can also say that this is nothing but string terminator. So if we want to write string, work with string in simple plain C language, that is without using any external libraries, that is only using standard input output header file, then we can write the strings with the help of what? Arrays. So remember always, string is basically a character array which is terminated by null character. So when we are passing a string, so this null character will tell that this is the end of a string. So let's take one example. Let's say we define a character array which can hold at max 10 elements. Okay, so let's say we want to define a character array. Let's say I am defining a character array, uh, let's say A, which is capable of holding 10 elements. So what will happen? An array will come into picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this can hold 10 characters. Okay. Now if I supply this string some this particular array of character string, then how can I do this? This is the declaration. Okay, and how to do that? So if you want to do it in the same line, then you can say A10, and then let's say I want to write P A N K A J, and then finally we have to write null character. Remember this. So what this will do? This will create an array having P A N K A J in it, and at last it will be having null character. So what about the rest? They will not be having anything because null character means the termination of array. Array will stop here. That's it. And let's say I am interested in writing more number of terms here. So let's say I want to write Pankaj and then space and then Dumka. Will I be able to do that? No. Because this particular string, this particular array which I have defined can hold only 10 characters. And this particular string is having more than 10 characters. Even if I am having, let's say, 10 characters only, and at the last, let's say I'm saying A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and J. And I want to store this particular string in the array of characters, then will I be able to do that? No, I will be able to do up till I, because this J will not come. Because in array, the last one should be what? Null character, then only it will be recognized as a string, otherwise not. Okay, hence you should remember that while defining a character array, the number of words in a string should or the size of the array should be equal to the number of words in the string plus 1. So this you should always remember. So apart from this, as you know, this is a one-dimensional array. So one-dimensional array we can also define like this without any problem. Okay, so we didn't have to give the size, but in that case we have to give the string, or we have to give the elements to it. So I can give, no problem. I can say, let's say it is A, B, and C, and then at last it should have null character. So this is also a way in which you can declare and initialize an array. Okay, and this is smart enough to understand that this is having 1, 2, 3, and 4 as the size, where the fourth one is the null character. Now this you should always and always remember. Okay, apart from this, you can also give the string pass and string or initialize it by using double quotes. So if you now say A, B, C, D, okay, then this will be a valid string initialization. So this double quote is what we called as string literal. Okay, so we can do that. And here, what will happen? It will create a string. It will create an array. Sorry, having A, B, C, D, and at last it will be having null character. So null character is basically null means nothing. Okay, you can, in spite of null character, what you can do if you want to write in this fashion. So char, let's say B, and I'm writing, let's say mechanical. So M E C H. Let's say I'm writing this, and at last I write 0. So that is also telling you that it is the end of the string. And after this, if I write anything, let's say after this I have written, let's say E N G. Let's say I have written this. So what will happen? This will stop at this point. This will not go any. This will not go further. So in this way, you can create a character array. But the thing you should remember is the last character should be a null character. Or if you don't want to write that backslash 0, this is not O, this is 0, then you can write 0 itself, because 0 is meaning nothing, means null. Okay, now if you want to supply string from let's say you want to supply the string from the keyboard, let's say I have defined an array, let's say C, having 10 characters, and I want to supply from the keyboard. So printf enter string. Okay, now then I will be using scanf. Okay, and here you should use percentage s. This percentage s will tell the compiler, okay, whatsoever is coming as a string. That means it must be having a null character in it. So percentage s. Then what? Then what? Then should I write at the address of C? No, I cannot, because C is not a number, means it is not a variable, simple variable. It is an array having so many elements in it. So what I do? By default, whenever I declare an array, the address, if I simply write na C, what will happen? It will be directly going to C and pointing to this. And this we can also see using some numerical values, and I'll show this to you. So whenever you are using percentage s, you should not write the address, because by default it is what it is pointing to the zeroth element. Okay, and if you want to print this string, simply printf, and then what is this? This is a string, so percentage s will come. And after this, you just pass the name of that string, that is the character array. So this is C. That's it. So in this way, you can use your printf and scanf function to supply the string to the program, as well as to print the string onto the console or terminal. So in this video, till this point only, in the next video, I'll show you that how to do that in a program. Okay, so thank you very much for watching the video.